Today you're going to learn how to make a triple layered red bean matcha milk tea. This recipe today uses both at-home ingredients and some bubble tea shop powder. The inspiration for my recipe today comes from a former staff member named Albert because his favorite combination when it came to bubble tea was matcha and red bean. So we're gonna take a basic classic combo and kick it up a notch. So let's get started. We're going to begin by making a red bean milk base using my 222 recipe. This is an industry standard brown bubble tea scoop, and it's just over a tablespoon. So first is 2 scoops of the red bean bubble tea powder. Followed by 2 scoops of the creamer bubble tea powder. And lastly is 2 teaspoons of the fructose powder, alternatively 14 milliliters of fructose syrup, and you can also experiment with things like honey and brown sugar. The final drink result will yield approximately 300 to 350 milliliters of the beverage. So therefore I'm making it in a 500 milliliter shaker. Next, we're going to add 100 milliliters of really hot water. And stir until combined. The liquid volume measurement of this is slightly lower than normal, and this is simply because when we get to the matcha measurement, that will increase the volume. Next, add ice almost all the way to the top. You can't really add too much ice to this because the hot volume of the liquid will melt in accordance to the ice. And there should be just enough left at the very end for when we pour the matcha over, which you'll see in just a minute. I'm gonna put on the middle lid and the top lid and give it a really good shake for about a minute. Once you're done shaking that, or while it's in your shaker machine, we're going to move on to the matcha step. Any food quality base matcha powder will work fine for this recipe. I've just got a brand here that I picked up on my last trip to Costa Rica, and I'm just going to measure out a half of a tablespoon. So I have a half tablespoon measurement here, and it doesn't have to be exactly precise. I've put that matcha powder into a small bowl, and next I'm going to add 50 milliliters of room temperature water. I definitely recommend using a bamboo whisk for this step. I went into detail more about bamboo whisks and matcha in a previous video, which I'll link right up here for you, because there's a lot of liquid in this one. It's not very difficult to mix together, but basically you want to go around, get it off the edges, and then go back and forth in a zigzag motion. You definitely want to make sure that there are no clumps. And keep whisking until all is combined and you start to get nice little air bubbles on the top that looks just like this. I'm going to clean off my bamboo whisk and put this off to the side. So now we're going to start compiling our drink, and the very first bottom base layer is the red bean. I have some sweetened red bean that I got here on my recent trip to a Chinese Asian market. There's all types available. This one happens to be the one where the beans don't still have their outer layer. It's more of a sweet bean paste, if you will. In my shops, each boba tea would get about 2 scoops of this. So I'm going to do about the same for this drink. And a ninja trick that I can share with you if you own a bubble tea shop, if you're dealing with thick pastes such as red bean, I would definitely recommend getting one of those small ice cream scoops, the kind that when you push down, a little lever scoops it out. I find that that works best. So when it comes to decorating the inside of the glass, the sky's the limit. You can put it on the entire inside of the cup, give it sort of a graffiti effect. I'm gonna more push it down and make a single layer, so then that will help to aid in the triple layer. Next, I'm going to strain in my red bean milk adding a few ice cubes just to give myself about 50 milliliters headspace at the top of the glass. Then I'm going to carefully pour in my matcha mixture on the back side of a spoon, aiming for the ice. As the matcha is lighter than the red bean milk, this will give me my triple layered effect. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and stir it in, and let's see how it tastes. First, I'm gonna try the actual drink part, and then I'm gonna try it with some of the red bean underneath. Cheers! Oh yeah, so good. Red bean milk or milk tea and matcha together is amazing. And I've tried loads of different types of red bean powders over the years, and I really like this one. It's really nice and rich and creamy. And then you sort of get that matcha undertone happening in the background. Really good. All right, so let's try it with a chunk of a red bean topping. So good. I love sweetened red bean. I think that it complements the matcha really nicely. And then of course, having that red bean drink in there as well, the matcha is definitely strong enough in the measurement that we did to be able to balance everything out really, really nicely. This triple layered red bean matcha milk tea is so tasty, one of a kind, and looks amazing. I can't wait for you to try it either at your cafe or at home. I'll see you again soon. Take care.